Hi, everybody. Welcome to the June 4th edition of the Driskell Debrief. It's so great to see you here. I've been missing y'all. I think for the past couple of weeks, I had to do pre recorded sessions just because travel has been so intense and I've been super busy. I'm like, what's new with you? I want to hear from you guys. Please feel free to get active in the chat so we can do this check in. Certainly want to let you know about what I've been up to, and I hear there might be a big announcement tonight. I don't know. I think you got to stay tuned if you want a little information about that. Um, you might notice that I am not in my regular gear, which usually is something like, businessy or business casual. That's because I just came from a walk, which I wanted to open up and talk about a little bit of self care. In this political work that I do, it's very demanding. There's the campaign, there's my campaign, there's the campaigns of all my other members in the caucus. They're campaigns for our candidates who are going to help us break the Republican supermajority this fall. There's so much work to be done all across the state. And in doing all of that, oh, there's my day job, right? Like there's constituent services running a legislative office. So in the midst of all of that, I am finding comfort in some self-care, making sure that I drink enough water, trying to get, 7 to 8 hours of sleep when I can. Let's be honest, that doesn't always happen, but trying to do it when I can. And then I also love a lot of prayer and meditation. That's important to me. And then definitely trying to exercise. So I was able to squeeze in a very quick walk in between events tonight. And that was just wonderful to me. I just love it being out in the neighborhood, getting to hear nature, the beautiful trees. Tampa has a beautiful canopy, just tons and tons of trees, lots of birds chirping, and it is restorative to my soul. I'd love to hear from you about what your self care routines are. I'm always open to ideas, so feel free to get busy in the chat and tell me about that. But let's get busy with this update. So let's see what's been going on. Some updates. We celebrated Teacher Appreciation Week last month, and my team and I surprised a number of schools in the district with deliveries of cakes. We brought them, like a yellow cake and a chocolate cake. You never know what people like, but really just something to thank our educators. I know that it's tough for them year round. And then as you get towards the end of the year, there's a lot of testing. There's just a lot of requirements that have to be made, met. Graduations are going on. And Lord knows that under our current governor, we've not done enough to help our teachers. The latest stats show that Florida, I think, is 50 out of 50 states. Like we are totally at the bottom when it comes to paying our teachers, and that is not okay. So at Team Fentress, we just want our educators out there to know how much we appreciate you. We love you. We will always fight for our public schools. We will always fight to pay our teachers what they are worth, support staff as well. It takes a lot of folks to make sure that our kids are getting the education they deserve. So that was a lot of fun bouncing around the district and surprising folks with those cakes. I also was able to attend two really amazing events that support Democratic pro-choice women. The first was Emily's List, which that took place, I guess just last month. It's just the 4th day of June. Yeah, all of this was last month. And so that was a fantastic event up in Washington, D.C. Congratulations to this year's Rising Star. I happened to be the Rising Star for Emily's List last year, but it was super cool to be at that event and to not have to be on stage or, be nervous and worried about my speech and instead just take it all in. The energy was fantastic, and you can definitely see that folks are energized, particularly in states where abortion is on the ballot, like it is here in Florida. I was also able to attend the Roots List conference down in Miami. Congratulations to Christina Diamond, Cassidy Whitaker, and the entire team at Roots List Florida. It was amazing just seeing all these women candidates from all across the state and just to support each other in that sisterhood. I was able to host a panel on messaging with Natasha Sutherland, who's just amazing. If you don't know Natasha's work, get to know her, follow her on social media. And we talked all about the freedom narrative. And you have heard me, if any of you know me for like 10 seconds, you have probably heard me say that every Floridian deserves the freedom to be healthy, prosperous, and safe. I believe that. My caucus believes that. That is our messaging, and that is what we do and how we fight for the people of Florida. We also last month supported a blood drive for a young constituent of mine named Gabe Hassan. I came to know Gabe's parents recently when there was an article in the local neighborhood paper about how the school district provided a special private graduation for a student named Gabe. And Gabe had leukemia and some other health challenges. And as it became apparent that he was nearing the end of his life, the school district was able to hold a special graduation for Gabe, who was a senior at Wharton High School, and to allow him to get his diploma before he passed away. It is a beautiful story. His parents are amazing. They held a blood drive, which had hundreds of donations and certainly helped, is going to help save other lives. For Gabe, at the end of his life, he required blood transfusions daily. And you never know how something as simple as giving blood might be so impactful to a family in your community. So that was really a special thing to do. Last Saturday, I got to spend time with the New Tampa Democratic Club for an ice cream social. My district includes the New Tampa area, so I always love to be with my New Tampa Dems and get to see them and lift them up, and they give me the energy right back, and it was great. And so nice for neighbors to see each other and have ice cream on a hot day. We also had this past Saturday the BAPS Walkathon. BAPS is an amazing charity led by some amazing folks in the Indian American community. Of course, we just finished celebrating AAPI Heritage Month. It was so good to be with them. And they had over 700 walkers in this walkathon on a Sunday morning. I was just glad to be one of them. The charity that they supported grants the dreams of young people who are facing debilitating illnesses and life-threatening illnesses. So it was a very special charity that they were supporting, and it was wonderful to be out in the community. And I even got my walk on in the walkathon, so that was good, talking about that self-care. I also, on Saturday, I can't believe I didn't lead with this. Happy Pride. My goodness, it's Pride Month. June 1 starts the beginning of Pride Month. And on Saturday night, I got to spend it with the LGBTQ caucus of Florida, the LGBTQ Democratic Caucus of Florida. They were having their conference over in Sarasota, and I got to keynote their gala on Saturday night. I was so honored to have been invited and to be able to share with that community. For all my LGBTQ brothers and sisters out there, I love you. I lift you up. We must celebrate you every day, not just in the month of June, but I am kind of glad that you do get a little bit of spotlight. And thank you for all that you do to make our world a more vibrant and colorful place. So happy Pride. All right, so let me see. Does that bring me to today? I think so. So today I also did a legislative update for the Martin County Democratic Club. Thank you so much, or Democratic Caucus. Thank you so much for allowing me to present to you. I think we might have some Martin County folks tuning in to the live stream. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. It's always a fun time getting to chat with you and give you updates about what's happening in Florida politics and what's happening or what happened this legislative session. So I heard that there's a big update tonight, and maybe I should go ahead and tell you about this. This is something that my team and I have been working on for quite some time. You probably saw that just 2 Tuesdays ago, we actually launched our reelection campaign effort. And that was just a fantastic campaign kickoff. We must have had 120, 130 people there. It was so nice to see everyone and to feel that support and that love from the community. So I wanted to let you know that tonight we are officially launching the Pinterest for Florida store for 2024. It is our store launch. It is the first time that we've ever had a store with online merchandise that you can purchase. Dare I say, it looks good. I think it's pretty fly, and it also is very supportive of my campaign and my reelection efforts. So I hope that you will visit our store. You can find all kind of merchandise there, whether it's t-shirts or hats or buttons or stickers or magnets or mugs. And please visit. For those of you who might be early adopters, you can use the code LAUNCH2024. That's Launch 2024 for a 10% off your purchase. That code is good exclusively through this Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. Please visit. Please support our store. We also have Pride merch that's coming to the store later this week. So I can't wait for you to see that, because the designs are pretty slick, very colorful, and we definitely want to uplift Pride this month. We already have signs that you can also purchase for a suggested donation of $15. We're getting shirts, and we'll keep you updated on that. They'll also have like a $15 donation as well. These are items that you can purchase in office, I should say. Yard signs. There are t-shirts that you can purchase in our campaign office for a $15 suggested donation as well. We can't change the prices of the merchandise on the online store due to shipping costs, etc. But you can also purchase items in office if you are here locally. So we can give you that local special pricing if you are here in the area, and we'd love to see you at the campaign office. So you can come and pay us a visit 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, starting next week, where you can get your Pinterest for Florida merchandise. You can also contact my campaign manager, Kat. Kat wears many hats. Literally, they are the cat in the hat. You can contact Kat at venturesforflorida.com before you come in, and you can get your order fulfilled. That's Kat at venturesforflorida.com. Come and get your Pinterest for Florida merch. It's incredibly helpful to us. It helps to amplify our message. We certainly want to win this re-election campaign so we can continue the great work that we've been able to do in partnership with the community, in partnership with the Democratic caucus in the legislature, and really try to move Florida towards that more free state with actual real freedom that helps people live healthier, prosperous, and safer lives. So, oh my gosh, what else has been happening? Did anybody see 34 things happen last week? You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that Trump verdict where homeboy got convicted and got hit with a verdict with, he was found guilty in all 34 counts. In all seriousness, no one is above the law. Not any elected official, not even the president of the United States or the former president of the United States. And I will tell you, as an attorney, I think it's important that people have faith and confidence in our judicial system. It's important for jurors to be able to do their job. This is what happened in this trial. And I will tell you that this just goes to show you that what we've been saying is true, that democracy is on the ballot this year. So make sure that you are registered to vote. Make sure that you have a plan to vote, and make sure that your friends and family members are registered to vote. You have to have those conversations, and you have to make a plan. Don't wait, okay? Don't wait until November and wait until election day and think you can register to vote. In Florida, there have been obstacles put in our way that make it more difficult for people to vote, and frankly, more difficult for people to register to vote. So we know that we can outsmart those laws with careful planning and with smart strategies. So make sure that you are registered to vote, and check in with your friends and family and make sure that they're registered as well. So I also wanted to uplift that it has been a month since the near total abortion ban has gone into effect in Florida. As of a few days ago, Florida is 1 month into this near total abortion ban. This blocks patients from having an abortion before many of them even know that they are pregnant. There are no real exceptions for rape or incest, which are two of the most evil circumstances a person can go through. And where I'm at, I mean, the government shouldn't interfere in these personal decisions. These are personal medical decisions that should be left between Floridians and their doctors. So I encourage you to be ready to vote yes on Amendment 4 this November. Amendment 4 is our pathway for protecting a woman's ability to make these personal medical decisions without governmental interference. But it won't just happen magically. It won't happen because we wish it so. It's only going to happen if we mobilize and if we vote. But I believe we can do it, Florida. Do you believe we can do it? I know that we can. But we have to have a smart plan and a smart strategy, and we can't take it for granted. We have to be registered to vote. So I thank you so much. Oh, Celeste Mona Judge Johnson. Hey, Mona, good to see you. Thank you for being on tonight. You were asking about the address to the office. We are over really just south of the corner of Fletcher and 56th. It is in the same office complex that the Democratic Party office is in Hillsborough. So that's at 13250 North 56th Street, 13250 North 56th Street in Temple Terrace. You can also email kat@venturesforflorida.com. You'll want to email kat@venturesforflorida.com to make sure that you can set up an appointment to get your materials. And appointments are available from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So thank you so much for asking. Thank you also to Susan Greenbaum for putting that link in the chat, registertovoteflorida.gov. That's registertovoteflorida.gov. That is where you can go to get registered to vote. You should pass along that information to anybody that you know to make sure that they are registered to vote as well. So, as ever, if you like what we're doing in this space, if you like how we are convening people from all across the state to talk about what's happening in Florida and our government, please invite your friends and family to tune in, share our content. You can like our pages. Make sure that you are following us on social media so that you can get the notifications for when we go live. It is very helpful to us. And just know that our theory of the case is that people from the Panhandle all the way down to the Florida Keys are experiencing these laws. These laws are impacting us all. I mean, your property insurance company is not going to ask you if you're a Republican or an independent or an NPA, an independent or Democrat before you try to renew your policy, or maybe you get dropped, or there are these book bans that are impacting us, or there are these bans, just so many bad laws that are impacting us. There's some good things happening in Florida government too, and we want to hear how that is impacting you as well. So make sure that you are sharing your stories with us. You can reach out to us on social media. You can DM us. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to my campaign manager, Kat. That's kat@venturesforflorida.com, and share your stories because we love to share them here in this space. So thank you all so much. We're going to go ahead and let you go for the evening. I'm going to get something to eat because anytime I work out, I get like twice as hungry. I don't know about you guys. So thank you so much for everything. And it was good to see you. And I cannot wait to see you all next week. Take care.